Welcome to the Handyman Pros Radio Show, home improvement and maintenance tips from the pros. Thanks for listening to our action tip edition of the Handyman Pros Radio Show, where our goal is to help you save time, money, and aggravation. I'm here with John, my ever-cheerful co-host and old buddy. John, what's the action tip of the week? I know you've been kind of sitting around the house since football ended. We got the Super Bowl coming this weekend. What have you been doing?
Oh, well, I've been out working at a couple of jobs, but I'm thinking to myself, for a lot of our listeners that are outside areas that you can get outside because of the weather. It's just at the end of January here, but one of the things I was vacuuming up my house, and I noticed that my returns on my HVAC system were pretty dirty. And I thought, well, maybe that's a good tip to throw out there, between, if you're kind of stuck inside and you're doing things, just, vacuum out and vacuum up those all the dust and everything that's collecting on the air returns to your furnace and your HVAC system, and while you're at it, bring a screwdriver around with you. And check the outlets too. They get loose after a while. Give them a couple turns, tighten them back up, the plates, and have people over and have fun for the Super Bowl.
And away you go, right? Yeah, I actually recently we did our outlets in the house. We had a couple of them that just from the natural vibrations of the house, they'd come loose, little loose, where they just moved a little bit side to side. And I took the plates off, tightened them up about a quarter turn, maybe a half a turn on one of them, and boom, done. Everything's fixed. So that's the action tip of the week. John, the spaceship has landed.
Yes. Do you look at it or do you take it apart? What kind of guy are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this podcast and have derived some value from it, here's 4 things you can do. 1, tell your friends about this podcast. 2, hit subscribe on your podcast player. While you're there, leave us a review. 3, subscribe to our newsletter by going to handymanprosradioshow.com and click on the subscribe button. We'll inform you of upcoming events, shows, and give you actionable tips for maintaining your home and property. And 4, send us an email with your questions to questions@handymanprosradioshow.com. That's handymanprosradioshow.com. That's our show for this week. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week on the Handyman Pros Radio Show.